Greetings, brave adventurers! My name is FoxyBard, and how about another community day? It's been a little while. Now, this one was especially requested by one of my patrons over on patreon.com/FoxyBard. And hey, if you're gonna pay me money, I will definitely read your stories. Also, it's just kind of fun, and I like where it goes. So grab yourself a seat around the fire as we dig into this tale of role-playing. Today's story can also be found on the r/GameTales subreddit, and it comes to us from the user Hilvon1984, also known as Sentharia among my Patreon supporters. It is entitled, How a Horny Bard Added an Epic Side Quest to the Campaign. It features shutting down a horny bard in the best possible way, and some fantastic improv. So without further ado, tale start. It was a pretty busy week, so only now I have some spate time for the story. Okay, there's a decent amount of spelling mistakes in this. I'm not gonna read them all, I'll fix them. Anyway, it was a pretty busy week, so only now I have some spare time for the story. And since my last one was about adding more world building on the fly, so will this one. This story happened to the same party as my first story here, but the only relevant party member is the bard. I looked for that old story, I couldn't exactly find the specific one, but we only care about the bard anyway, so not a huge deal. The player expressed his desire to roleplay joining the Bard College when he reaches level 3, so I, as the DM, gave him some hooks to get there. Firstly, when the Bard took the opportunity at the celebration to sing his ballad about the party fighting off the Goblin Army. This was noticed by another NPC Bard who approached him, asking to copy the ballad, and inviting him to join the Lore Keepers Guild in the town, giving the directions to the Guildmaster. The Guildmaster turned out to be the castle librarian and a personal friend of the local countess, kind of dissatisfied that he is not living in more civilized parts of the empire, but having some obligations to stay here. Also, he is introverted a lot, so being approached unexpectedly is rubbing him the wrong way. My dude, you're the librarian, and also the guildmaster. You should be used to getting approached. Come on. So, when the party bard approached him, he got a bit of a cold shoulder. The poem was deemed acceptable, and he was invited to the next guild gathering to share knowledge. But he left feeling that the guildmaster was kinda a jerk. A few days of adventuring pass, and now it's time for the Bard's gathering. The party arrives to participate, and the Bard notices that the guild master looks more sociable and lively than before, because he expected the gathering and pulled his social face on. And there is an elven lady Bard in the center of attention. Ah yes, the two kinds of Bard and Lady Bard. What? The Bard asks to confirm that the Guildmaster is also focusing attention on the Elf Lady, and I say that he does. This makes the party Bard conclude that the Elf Bard must be the Guildmaster's love interest. So to spite him, the player starts to make some moves on her. Oh, come on, this is just toxic dumb stuff. I was hoping the party to het some exposition. I left that one in because this bard is definitely trying to het something. And story hooks, so the bard beelining to fade to black is kind of not in my plans. So the elven lady is kind of skipping his advances. Good for her. She is cheerful, somewhat flirty, and eager to talk to him, listen to his tales and such, but she will refuse to leave the room. After some probing, the bard flat out asks why she wouldn't leave the room. Maybe she doesn't want to hook up with you, dude. Ugh. To which I describe a shade of sadness passing over her face, as she glances to the guildmaster, which is regularly looking at her from across the room, and replies, "It's complicated." Ooh, I have used that exact line to get rid of creepy dudes in the past. I feel you, girl. The party bard even more solidified in his idea of the romantic connection between her and the guildmaster, but now also suspecting it not being a happy one, said that the evening is still young and he has all the time to hear her story, to which she agrees. Since he already told her his, she kind of owes him one in return. I did not have a story prepared, but my imagination just kicked in. So she tells him that she cannot leave the room because of her brother, the guildmaster, or rather a magical experiment failure he had in the past. She loves stories and often wished to be able to see them, so when her brother got a degree in magic, he decided to make a spell for her to make her able to see any event at any time, and not just as a divination, but to actually experience it while still being safe. Unfortunately, this was too much of an undertaking for him, but they were young, so when he got some promising results, he offered her to try the spell out, and she agreed. Turned out there was a really thin line somewhere in the esoterics of the spell between anything and nothing. So instead of her being able to be non-physically present at any event past or current, she stopped being present anywhere. Whoops! It took him years of research to figure out a second spell to call her back. But the spell is taxing, so he only uses it once a month, and he has to maintain constant awareness of her for spell concentration, hence the constantly looking at. But eventually, he still has to sleep, so they agreed that he will not torment himself too much, and only get her present one day a month. But as a bonus, this day he got all the local bards around to tell her new and exciting stories. Now that's really wholesome, I love that. And thus, the bard got an epic side quest to recover some ancient magic knowledge for the guild master so he can get his sister back. All because the bard wasn't able to instantly charm her and get laid. Tale end. This might be my new favorite way to shut down a horny weirdo. I love this. I wasn't a huge fan of the bard's actions because, you know, it's your typical, I just want to have sex with everything kind of character, and that's boring. And so the DM forced him to step outside of that, to learn more about the world, and I think he probably turned out way better for it. Plus, it actually gave him an in for social interaction with the guildmaster, which hopefully developed into a good relationship so that they could actually, you know, be in the same guild together and do well. And, you know, of course in the back of my head, as soon as the elf lady got her body back, I guess, back into reality? Sure, we'll go with that. As soon as that happened, she turned to the hero of this story, Bard, and said, "Oh, sorry, I'm gay." And then ran off and got herself a girlfriend. Maybe a foxy girlfriend. Oh. Hey, where the elf ladies at? Who wants a foxy girlfriend? Right here. I'm single. Okay, that means I'm probably done talking about anything useful. I don't know what to do for a parody song. No, wait, hang on. This is a bad idea. Fox! Do you get it? It's the shots. So I don't actually know what that song is called. That's all I got. Don't forget to like the video if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, ring that bell notification icon if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Leave me your comments down in the comments section below, and as always you can join the FoxyBard Discord server at discord.gg/FoxyBard. The link is also in the video description. And now to thank all of my patrons over on patreon.com/FoxyBard. There's a lot of you now. Ooh. Critical Kunik, Amma Anthro, Phantom, Jowser, Fractal Dawn, Makeshift Razor, Sentharia, hello, this is the teller of the story, Purple Star, Rikis Bear Force, Stephen Reyes, Sylvia, Centaria, Tegan Longtail, Thunder Leopard, Tiny Tiefling, Zero Fang 881, and Zorolo. If you would like to join that list of names, you can head on over to patreon.com/FoxyBard and sign up there for as little as $3 a month. Patrons get my videos usually about a day early when I finish them, and they also get access to a special patrons-only channel in the FoxyBard Discord server. Plus, they get to know that they're helping me out to keep doing this and bringing these wonderful stories to you all, and sometimes these horrible stories to you all. It's a little bit of both. So head on over to patreon.com/FoxyBard and sign up today. Alright, but my cat is screaming to be let back into my room. I had to lock her out so I could record, so I'm gonna go get her. So for now, let's douse the fire and get back to our own adventures.